Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my life together. Hold on. Okay. I think it's this about as good as it can. Let me take this off. This about as good as it's gonna get. Trying to take this doggone jacket. I'm knocking stuff over. It's a mess, and it shouldn't be a mess. It really shouldn't, but it is because I'm a mess, and that's just how that goes, huh? Start having to do some accepting of things, and me being a mess is one of them. All right, let me put this on. Did this go through? Hold on. At least y'all can see my face while I struggle. While I struggle, I'm trying to post. Um, don't you start that. I'm trying to post that I'm live. Struggle bus. Struggle bus. What's up, True? It's True. Today, when that thing posted about my daydream stream today, and you had commented on it, threw me all off. Because my thing is, why did it post? I didn't I didn't set it to post today. It was supposed to post for Wednesday because I make my posts ahead of time, and I scheduled the posts for whatever day I'm streaming, right? Just threw me off. Just threw me off. It's all right though. Notice I didn't I deleted that thing and then posted nothing else. I didn't even do a makeup post. I was like, we just gonna keep it moving. Come on, fingers work. Hold on. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. But it's always happening to me. Something always going awry. Something unexpected. When I say I always got to be adaptable. I have to be adaptable. But enough about me. How y'all doing today? How was your day today? Did you get a chance to get off work? Did them hoes make you work? Knowing dang well we shouldn't be working. Here we go. Dude, dude. I'm so glad to have today off. And now, all it did was push back my Sunday anxiety to today. That's all it did. Because I really don't want to go back to work. I never want to go back to work, though. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, until something shake with my YouTube stuff, until that's sustainable for me, I might need to change my field of work. Ooh, what you make for dinner? What you make? But I might need to change my field of work because I'm over it. I've been in my field for, it will be 10 years in a few days, actually. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you're excited for my stream. I am so happy about that. Happy dance. Oh man, I wish I had so much more time so I can catch up on people's videos and stuff. Like today, like I snuck in like seeing Nerd Stuff. He's streaming right now, but Nerd Stuff's video, I snuck and got that in. I be trying to keep up with everybody. I don't have time to do an 8-hour stream. I don't know what I just said. I don't have a time to do an 8-hour stream because of my job. I work full time. I work full time plus full time. And I say that because with my job, sometimes like it's been slowing down because it's the summertime and like kids about to get out of school and stuff like that. But like on a regular basis, like I'm supposed to work from 8 to 4. But with the job that I have, the type of job that I have, my jump salary, the type of job that I have, like it can go way past that. Like before I wouldn't come home till like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that. And that's why like it was really when I first started making any kind of content. I started streaming on Twitch. It's always been challenging. I would say that it's always been challenging to find the time to do what I want to do, which is this. It's always been kind of challenging to do it. And then when I started doing YouTube videos and stuff like that, because I think I was streaming. Yeah, I was streaming on Twitch before not long before, but a little bit longer than I did YouTube. And then I used to have an old channel, and that's what I was talking about, True, when I was like, I have a Crash Team Racing video. I had that on my old channel, and it was so inconsistent and stuff like that because of my job. And so it never grew or flourished or anything like that. So I was like, I'm just gonna start over. I'm just gonna start over and just do my absolute best on this channel. And after meeting with A Christine and everything like that, and she looked at my new channel and she was like, I see the potential here and this, that, and the third. And she told me, like, you gonna have to pump out more content because with you're gonna have to pump out more content because when a gaming channel, in order for them to grow, you have to pump out a lot of content, at least like 3 videos a week or 3 somethings a week. I'm like, golly, how I'm gonna do that? So that's why y'all see me stream like twice a week, and then you get like 1 video, because editing 3 videos ain't no way I can edit 3 videos. But live streaming, it's always fun. And it's a little bit easier, just a little bit. So no, I can't do no 8 hours. That was just a long way of saying I ain't got time to do no 8-hour stream. I don't have time. Now, when we do that switch over, that switch over, I'll be happy to do an 8 hour stream with y'all. I would love to do an 8 hour stream with y'all. But until that day come, yeah, you do. You definitely do. You definitely gotta pump out that content for real, for real. Oh, you ain't do the extra meeting, yo. She legit, she legit looked like she looked at my channel, and it's crazy. It was, oh gosh, I was so freaking nervous because it's like you don't know what they're gonna say and how they're gonna take it. And she looked at a few, like I'm sitting there and she's looking at my videos, and I'm like, yo, I didn't expect you to be doing a reaction to my videos right now. And I expect you to do that. I didn't expect that at all. I just didn't. But that's exactly what she did. She legit watched a few of my videos, looked at the titles, looked at the content like that's like mine, and she looked at my thumbnails, and she told me about tags and stuff like that. That's the reason why I'm back on Twitter. I was never a Twitter girl ever, 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 ever. So that's why y'all see me on Twitter now. I'm still not doing it right. I'm gonna get there, but yeah. She gave me a lot of good advice, and since doing her advice, like comparing to my old channel, this channel is growing. Like it took me, and this is embarrassing to say, but on my other channel, I think that channel is like 3 or 4 years old or something like that. I only have like 100 subscribers on there. I'm about to hit 100 subscribers on this new channel. And I was like, and I think about it sometimes like, dang, like what would have been like if I would have known like the information she gave me when I first started this channel. I probably, if I wasn't partner yet, I would probably been like this close, bro. Real close. Twitter be to Twitter be difficult because I don't know, I just never got into Twitter. Like I legit only follow a few people on Twitter. I need to change that also. Um and stuff like that. So the advice she gave me when starting a Twitter, she was definitely like, make sure you're only following people you actually like and stuff you're actually like. Just make sure, because I haven't seen any riffraff. I really have not seen any riffraff on my Twitter feed. Mind you, I don't follow that many people, but I really don't see too much of the drama and stuff like that people tell me that's on Twitter. That's on Twitter. I know it's on Twitter. I know it is. But I don't get that, and I'm so happy I don't, because it was so much negativity I could take. I'm a sensitive girl. You could, yeah, you could definitely do them vibes. True. I don't know what your setup is, but you always know you can hit me up. I don't gatekeep, so if I can help you, I will. I don't know what your setup is. Just hit me up on Instagram. If you have any questions or anything like that. I'm not saying like I'm the best editor, because I'm not. I'm not the best editor, but I can give you the information that I have. What do you even post? You said I be posting random thoughts on there. This is literally what I do. I try to break it up from me posting like my content stuff, like, oh, I'm live, oh, I have a video out, da da da. I try to post things like in between that, just random thoughts. It's not like anybody paying attention. I think everybody's I think Twitter was different back in the day though. I think it's just grown to be something completely different. Digital marketers. Oh, in the quotations. Yes. And that I've been getting emails lately from digital marketers in my business email. Has been ridiculous, and I just be like, okay, deep breaths. I don't want it. Is what did you say? Cancer. Oh, cancerous levels. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I could definitely. I could just teach you what I know because I don't even be 100% sure what I'm doing is correct, but I'm gonna keep doing it till further notice. Not a business email, a fake email. I'm done. How is so? Let me tell. So let me ask you this: so, if you have a fake email, and if somebody really something legit comes around, how they supposed to reach you? You out here promoting a fake email. I be trying so like I really be trying. I try to like legit. It's crazy. It's a crazy grind because I thought about this like a week or so ago. Like like when I get off of work, I'm editing content or I'm thinking about content or I'm researching for content. Like my like this legit another job. Now mind you, I enjoy everything that I'm doing. I enjoy everything I do. Like I enjoy like recording the videos and playing like a new or different game. I enjoy research because I do it anyway. Like if I was not doing YouTube or stuff like that, I would have been looking at games, looking up games and stuff like that because I was already that's just how I am. That's part of who I am. Like I'm looking it up anyway. I was using YouTube to look up games um, before I even got onto YouTube. That's just what I did. I was watching gameplays and stuff like, especially like when I couldn't afford the game and I knew I wasn't gonna get that game. Yes, I am watching somebody playing the game. Because I'm gonna know what's happening in the game. So if I got into conversations with people about gaming, like I knew what game they were talking about. I was never out of the loop. Right, and you don't even know. You don't even know. You could have had you a little sponsor, a little offer. I had somebody send me an offer about promoting their game, and then I looked up their game. I couldn't find no information. I said, "Oh no, that don't sound right there." So I left it right in the right in the inbox. Yeah, and and me and Christine talked about this like briefly like about representation and stuff like that. Like the whole reason, because when I first started, I didn't have a cam, so you just knew I was black because how I talk, because we know our tones anyway. But like I really want to be part of the representation of gaming, and then like especially the type of games I play because I be playing some y'all see it. I be playing some weird random games. I play some weird random games, and I just want to show it to other people who look like me. Like there's other games out there. You don't necessarily have to always play like the big titles. You know what I'm saying? Like especially how these game developers be wild, be putting out games $60-$70 and the game don't even be complete. No. Mm-mm. I don't pay good money for this PS5 and the graphics don't even be there. Absolutely not. You not absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I don't pre-order nothing no more. I don't pre-order nothing. You not gonna give me with a pre-order. I don't care how many skins, a soundtrack, a poster. I don't care what you put in there. I'm not pre-ordering a doggone thing no more. What really, what really got me to stop pre-ordering for real, was Fallout 76. It was Fallout 76. Oh, that game hurt me so bad. That game hurt me because I pre-ordered that game. Immediately did not like the game, and they came out with the email saying we not refunding nobody money. It squeezed me. What you mean you not refunding nobody money? That thing hurt. And so me and my friend, me and my bestie was just playing the game just to be playing the game, and then eventually I was like, I'm not doing it because I can't fake the funk. I can't. If I don't like something, I don't like it, and that's just how I am. Like I can't. But it hurt us so bad because me and her both like really liked the Fallout series. She was playing Fallout way before me, and I got into Fallout. I was like, oh, Fallout was pretty. And this, I usually don't play them type of games, like the little open world games. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I really don't play like open world games. It'd be, to me, it's just a lot. Like I want a beginning, middle, and end. Like I need my jump to end. But like usually like open world games, they kind of don't. They end like Fallout would end, which I think what really got me. But anyway. So me and her was into the Fallout games, and when they was talking about Fallout 76, we was like, oh snap, we can finally like play together. We can play Fallout together. And they came out with that. I said, never again would I pre-order. I would never pre-order. I'm lying. I did pre-order God of War, but I knew God of War was gonna be it. God of War don't miss. It's never missed. When it first came out, it didn't miss. The first trilogy didn't miss. I knew it wasn't gonna miss, so I wasn't worried about that. But any other game, absolutely not. I'm not doing it. I'm talking about the first. Zoom, they be needing patches and updates first day come out. If you need all that, then mean your game ain't. That mean your game is not done. Like what is this? Oh yeah, because let me tell you something. When I got my PC, because before getting this PC a few years ago, I was streaming stuff like directly off of my PS4, right? Got the PS4 cam, all that. And then I got my PC because I was like, man, I'm about to start editing. Like, I really want to learn how to edit. Because I was watching Corey Kenshin's videos all the time. And if you've seen his content, and I've been watching Corey for a long time. If you see, like, his editing improves, like, over time, and just kept improving. And I was like, dang, I wish I could edit like Corey Kitchen. Like, I have to start editing. So I got my PC or whatever, and I was like, let me start playing like a few games on PC. And then I start seeing like the cost difference between buying a game on a PC and buying a game on a console. I said, oh, and that just kind of like started me on the rabbit hole. Like, what else is out there? Like, for real, what's out there as far as gaming? Because like you can get real stuck with the AAA stuff because they get the most promotion. Because indie gaming developers, you know, they doing this on their own. Like the game uh that I recorded this weekend, I already don't edit it. I'm finna upload it on here tomorrow. It's for it to be scheduled to come out on Friday. But Sally Face, that game was made by one person. Like legit one person. And so, you know, that takes a lot of time, energy, and stuff like that. So, you know, they don't have the backing like AAA does. So we, you know, whatever we get pushed, and this is a marketing thing. Like everybody falls into this in some shape, way, or form. If it's not games, it's food, it's shows, it's whatever. If you see it enough, you're gonna get curious enough to like check it out or fall into it. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens with the big games, with all the good marketing. Like we see it enough, it looks exciting, and then on top of that, if you a person who's on YouTube watching your favorite YouTuber, gaming YouTuber, and all this other stuff, like the Christines and the Jazzies and the Corey Kinches and the Berlins and all this other stuff, you know, you watching them play and stuff like that, I'm like, dang, I want the game, because they make it look fun. I want the game now. You know you ain't got 60 or $70, but you gonna make it happen, ain't you? Or you at least gonna wait until it go on sale. I started doing that. I said, I'm finna wait until it go on sale. But then the problem I have is if I already watch somebody play it, I can't play it because I already know what's gonna happen. Now, I know y'all know Prime, because you know Prime popping in every once in a while. Prime don't care. Like Prime can watch somebody play a game 1,000 times and he gonna go play it. Me, if I watch it, dang, well, I know the game now. Shoot, I ain't finna watch. I ain't finna play it. I would mess myself up. I'm not going back to it. It's too late. It's too late for Fallout 76. Me and my friend, we been delete that. It should have been good. It should have been good when it came out. That's the issue. It should have been good when it came out, but it wasn't. And it left a bad taste in my mouth. But what really got me was the fact they sent the message out saying they weren't giving out no refunds. How dirty is that? How dirty is that? And it wasn't like a week later or a month or so. Like it was literally, I think it was like 24 to 72 hours. They was like, oh, we're not giving y'all money back. Like, stop asking. What? What you mean? So I don't pay all this money for a broken game, because that game was glitched out. That game was glitched out when it first came out. Not giving your money back. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I ain't played a Bethesda game since. I don't think I played a game from them since. I don't think I have. That is I wish I could be like that. I cannot. If I see the gameplay, I'm not playing it. To me, I played it with you. I know that might sound crazy. If I watched you play the game, I played it with you. Sure did. Because now I know how to play it. There's nothing for me. I think it's me figuring out things. I think I have I like to figure things out. And that's one of the things I like about gaming, is like me figuring things out. I've been like that since a child. I like to figure things out. So if I watch the game, there's nothing for me to figure out. I already know it already. So it's not going to be fun to me. So if they didn't want to collapse, they should have produced a good product. And that's just what that is. I don't care nothing about their quarters. I don't care nothing about their quarters. If they were so concerned about their quarters, they shouldn't have put the game out broken like that. Arc was like $60 when I bought it, and it's still. But I know you lying. Arc's been out forever. I know that game been out forever. I've never played it or seen, but I know like people have played it. How long Arc's been out? How long has it been out? It's it's 8 years old. Okay, okay. So like GTA. GTA about 15 years old. GTA like 15 years old, bro. We've been playing. Yo, GTA has just gone through all the consoles. Just that in that same game, all the consoles at this point. Oh, that's so cute. You play with your nephew. I want to get my niece into gaming. I think she would like it. I think my niece would like gaming. I hung out with my niece this weekend. I took her out to a fancy dinner for her birthday. She's never been out to a fancy dinner. Now, mind you, her aunt is out here running the checkup at restaurants. And I realized, like, my niece ain't never been out to no fancy restaurant. So I took my niece out to a fancy restaurant. She's hilarious. She too much like me for me not to be around her like that. Which I'm like, what is the nature versus nurture in this? Cause we too much alike. But I think she would really like gaming. I would have to figure out what type of game she would like though. What you talking about? Mortal Kombat? Listen, I was playing Mortal Kombat when I was little. I sure was. Let me tell y'all something. I've been playing games since I was 4 years old. Now I know my skill level don't show it. I've been playing games since I was 4 years old. My mom bought me uh uh um a Nintendo, not the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo. She had bought me that when I was 4 years old. I've been playing ever since. She would tell you I've been gaming since I was 18 months because we used to have. She had bought this computer. And I used to play like, little like ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. I was playing Wheel of Fortune on it. I was playing Frogger on it. So she'll tell you I've been gaming since I was 18 months old. I always say 4. I always say 4. That sounds better than 18 months old. 18 months old just makes me sound like some kind of genius. Like that's a high expectation. If you tell somebody, yeah, I've been playing games since I was 18 months old, they expect you to be really good at games. I'm not. But yeah, I was playing games since I was 4. I started off with, the Mario Bros. And then how old was I? I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade when I started playing Mortal Kombat. Yeah, when I started playing Mortal Kombat. I know for a fact I was playing Mortal Kombat in 3rd grade because I was on the YMCA basketball team, and I was the only girl on the team. And so when I used to hang out with the team, we played Mortal Kombat. I used to love fighting games, boy. Boy, I feel like if I really stuck to fighting games, I might have been a professional. I might have been a professional for real, because I was really out here playing fighting games. I was out here playing fighting games and enjoying myself. Now I feel like if I get into fighting games, it's just been so long. Like I don't have the skill set. Well, I mean, I guess I could gain the skill set. It would take a lot of time that I don't have right now. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. I sure was. No, these are not new glasses. Y'all just haven't seen these glasses. Y'all, I got so many pair of glasses. And yes, all of them are prescription. All of them are prescription. I have this brown pair. I have a black pair. I have like a clear pair. I have the pink pair. I feel like I got another pair. No. So yeah, I got like 4 pair of glasses. Cause I be wanting stuff to match my outfits as best as possible. As best as possible. I really want some more glasses, but I was like, you need to hold your horses. Hold them. Quit buying glasses all the time. 7 Days to Die is still it sucks. I've never played it though. You know, GTA is fun for me to watch if certain people play. And not even all the way. It's not even fun for me to watch. It's fun for me to watch clips of GTA. How about that? Cause I don't know if y'all know what's his name, Trap Kollard or something like that. He all over TikTok and hilarious, boy. Him always talking about he want to smoke a cool pack of cigarettes. Why your cigarettes cold? Not cool. He said cold pack of cigarettes. Why your cigarettes? And at first I was like, why your cigarettes cold? But my mama, when she used to smoke a long time ago, she used to put her cigarettes in the refrigerator. I'm going to ask her about that next time I talk to her. I might call her tomorrow and complain about work to her. A green track pants, black t-shirt, cowboy hat, and a green bandana, boy. But I feel like you ain't have that many outfit choices in San Andreas, right? I'm jumping all over this chat. I know. I'm sorry. It's not like I knew what to do. And y'all, I had no clue what I was doing with Wheel of Fortune. I had no clue. I knew how to make the game work, and I knew it had something to do with letters. And so I used to just I'm just guessing the letters. Mind you, I'm not necessarily reading full sentences at this point. But if I got a letter right, you got a letter right. I'm like, oh, I got a letter right. I don't know what the sentence is saying at all. But I was playing that bad boy. Not I like to solve. Not you stink. I stink at fighting games. I used to love them. I was playing Mortal Kombat. My mom's boyfriend at the time, he used to take me to the arcade, and we would play Marvel versus Capcom. I was playing Darkstalkers. Boy, I was something else on Darkstalkers. I used to have little boys crying. I don't know. That's not something to brag about, but it's true. I used to have little boys crying because of how I was beating them in Darkstalkers. I used to play Pocket Fighters. Pocket Fighters was so freaking cute, and I cannot wait until Pocket Bravery or Brave or something like that come out, because it looks just like it. I can't wait till it comes out. It was so freaking cute. So cute. I've played Tekken before. I used to play at a cousin's house, so I didn't get that much into it. I was always playing Eddie. When I used to play that. What's that game called? Is it Dead or Alive? I think Dead or Alive. I played that before. You know, I was just out here dibbling, dabbling in fighting games. I have thought about it, since Street Fighter is coming back out, Mortal Kombat. I'm getting Mortal Kombat just so I can get the story. I'm gonna get that just for story. Got on there like 3 a.m. while I was asleep and attacked someone. Bro, yo baby messed you up. Yo baby messed you up. Oh. See, House of Dead. So it's House of Dead, that shooting game, right? So I was never, growing up, I was never into the shooter games. And I'm not gonna say I wasn't into the shooter games because I didn't like them. It's just my mom just didn't buy them. And I didn't play the Simpsons game either. But I wasn't interested in the Simpsons game because I wasn't watching the Simpsons. That was my dude. That was my dude when I used to play it. My mom never thought about that. My mom didn't think too hard about. Let me tell you something. I was playing. I would listen. If I was growing up today, I would be the kid that's playing GTA, buying hookers, because my mom really didn't do no research, no nothing. But my mom was under the. This is how my mom thought about raising me. She didn't shield me from too much because she wanted me to know, and if I had questions, she wanted me to ask. So now, like, we watch a movie and a little scene, a little bomb chicka wow wow scene, kind of, I had to cover my eyes and stuff like that. But the rest of the content was up for grabs. So I was seeing people getting killed and everything. I was seeing people getting killed and everything growing up. So, and I was watching cartoons that, like, some of my friends never watched. Like my best friend who I was talking about earlier, like, she didn't get to watch Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead and stuff like that because her mom was like, absolutely not. You can't watch those kind of shows. Blah 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 blah. My mom, she wouldn't check it up on it. When it would come to games, my mom wasn't checking up on the games. If I wanted the game, she would get me the game, and she would buy me a game, and she thought the game was cute. And then I was getting a lot of games from, like, Blockbuster, so I was just picking and choosing stuff. Why you don't like shooting games like that anymore? She listen. She wouldn't even do that. She probably wouldn't even do that. She didn't. She didn't even watch me play the games. She didn't even watch me play the game. She just knew I was better at playing them. She would be on the phone, honey. Kiki hi hi with her friends. I'm bad too, and that's the reason why I don't play either. Like, my bestie, she loves shooting games. Like, she loves Call of Duty. She buy Call of Duty every year, whether or not it's gonna be trash. She gonna buy it. The only thing I like Call of Duty for is the little zombie part, and I'm not finna buy that game just to play zombies. They need to make that, I don't know, some DLC or something, so I can just buy the DLC, because I'm not trying to buy that whole game. But my aim is terrible, terrible. That's why I don't play them. Now, when I was playing Overwatch, my aim wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad on Overwatch, but you know. Oh man, I'm just blind. That's just my problem. That's why I can't aim. Blind. Well, I'm blind on Call of Duty. Call of Duty's color wave, they color palette is not it. I be looking at Call of Duty like I can't see. Mind you, it be broad daylight on the map. I can't see. I literally can't see. The street the same color as the bus the same color as the sky the same color as my outfit. I I got astigmatism too in both eyes. Drew, you was in the military? Last I know about you, Drew, you was in the military, Drew. Drew, you was in the military. I'm shocked. Why I'm shocked? I don't. I guess I don't meet too many people in the military. Maybe that's why I'm so shocked. Drew was in the military. Not your right eye. He said that blur. Oh, that's it. With Call of Duty. That's exactly what they look like. It's just everything the same. Everything's the same. Everything is the same. But yeah, zombies the only part. I like, I've been talking to y'all for a whole hour. All right. So I have decided, because I was trying to figure out like who we were going to watch as far as the lore goes. And I have decided that we are going to watch MatPat. And the reason why, aka Game Theory, and the reason why I chose him, because at this, up until yesterday, I was teetering between like two. And I feel like the universe spoke, because MatPat legit just posted another theory video about Poppy Playtime today, like literally like an hour or so ago, and I was just like, okay, I feel like that's a sign that we're going to be watching him, so that's what we're going to be watching today. You do not come out you do not come off as a military person. 5 years in the Navy. My brother almost joined the military, and then I believe my biological father was also in the military for a brief point of time. But no, you don't come off as a military person. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's think about that. Let's dissect that real quick. What does that mean to come off as a military person? A lot of military people that I've met in my lifetime and interacted with in my lifetime, no, there's no set. The people I've met, there's no set characteristics or anything about military. So, but I think I'm shocked anytime I hear somebody has been in the military. I think that's what that really is. Because when I'm thinking about it, they all different. And they all wild. True, you wild. Military people are some of the wildest people out here, bro. They some party animals. Some of them are party animals. They're daredevils. Listen. Military people be out here in these streets. They be outside. Not you say you want to be swole. You would have got so basic training would have shaped your ass up. I went to school with this guy. He lived behind me, and well, like he wasn't necessarily skinny. He was kind of husky. Who would say like that? Child, he went to the military. They shaped all that up. They shaped it all the way up. Now he out of the military. It ain't there no more. But that basic training shaped that up. Shaped it up. It was like the best fitness he's ever had in his life. You a little wild. I can tell. I can tell you be in these streets, true. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be in these streets. Be in the streets for me. Because I don't be in the streets. I be in the house. Because I'm allergic to the outside. Be out there for me. Do it for me. Do it for me. Be outside for me. Pour a drink. Be like, this is dedicated to Kollard. Like, just oh, man. Sometimes they are very strict. Like, I met someone who they was very strict and wild at the same time. Like, they had both traits, and I'm like, huh? How? Good gosh, yeah. Military, ooh, military gets you right. I'm not disciplined enough.
Enjoy endless.
I ain't got it. I am not disciplined enough. All right, so we're finna watch Game Theory. Oh, let me get myself together. Oh, wait. Doggone video starting. Hold on. Let me get right. I gotta turn the music off, all that. Now, which one is it going to? Cause I gotta turn the sound on.
Solved.
Okay, it's going there. Okay, cool. All right, so I found That's what I'm saying, True. It's a new video, so we gonna watch all the other videos, and then we gonna get to the new video. That's my plan. That's my plan. My plan is for us to get to the new video. Here we go.
Doki Doki Literature Club, solved. Bendy and the Ink Machine, solved. Five Nights at Freddy's, solved.
How many of y'all don't play these games? How many of y'all have played these games or know about these games? Doki Doki Club and all that other stuff. Sounds good? Cool. Because I ain't played nothing but Five Nights at Freddy. And I only played the first one. Because when I say... And this, but I was playing at the time where, like, I was having problems with my blood pressure. So when I would play Five Nights at Freddy's and it would scare me, my blood pressure would go up so high, my head would hurt. So I was like, I'm not playing Five Nights at Freddy no more. I had planned on playing all the games. I got Five Nights at Freddy 2 right here. I couldn't do it. Do you know about Doki Doki Club? Literature Club? That's a doozy of a game.
Maybe,
too.
then kind of retconned and solved again. I don't know, it's kind of solved. Yeah, remains to be seen. Anyway, today there's a new challenger, Poppy Playtime.
Not it remains to be
seen. Only one chapter
seen.
available. This thing is ripe for the theorizing.
Now, we looking at past videos because we're going to look at the lore from Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Since I don't play both games.
We've seen children's toys.
Oh! Who knows about this game right here? Can y'all see my mouse? Y'all sure can. Y'all can't see my doggone mouse because I got it to where y'all can't see my mouse. Y'all see this dog right here? There's a dog on the screen. Who knows about this game? Who know what this game is? I'm gonna let y'all think. Who knows what that game is?
It's never been anything like this. Hello, internet.
I always admire game theories editing too. Like whoever on they editing team be hitting with the edits. So that's a game called Duck Season. That game had blew up a few years ago. I thought it was gonna come out with another one, but I had looked it up today and they didn't. They're through. But interesting game. It's called Duck Season. It's based off the game Duck Hunt. If y'all remember that game back in the day, and we used to add the little Nintendo gun and little ducks be flying, you be like, pow, and then the little puppy come out laughing at you and stuff like that. It's based off that game. It's hilarious. I want to hire an editor too, but I can't pay for it at this point in time in my life. So, when I get there, I feel like I'll get there once I get bigger. Again, make that transition because I want to pump out more content. I'll be able to pump out more content. I have more time to record. No. It's not an old game that was remade. That's why it's called Duck Season instead of Duck Hunt. But it's let me give you the premise of it. So basically your mom goes to Blockbuster and she gets a game called Duck Season. And you're a little boy and you get the game and you play the game and it's Duck Hunt, but it's like a 3D ish, like a VR situation, playing it. And so not you in the VR, but that's what it looked like. Anyway, and the game is haunted. Like the game is haunted and you just keep playing the game and this stuff just keeps happening. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, crazy story behind it. Crazy story behind it.
By introducing you to our latest piece
it has
of
like
merch,
multiple endings, all this stuff.
Doll. Matty Pally, the perfect friend for every theorist.
But hey, that's just a theory.
And that's not all he can say. He's actually full of all the favorite catchphrases.
Look at that!
from
Look
the
at that
channel.
edit! Look at that
I'm
edit!
coming to get you, MatPat.
Oh, okay. Very funny. Who changed the voice box?
No one did, MatPat.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you, MatPat, and that's no theory.
And we're done with that one. Why do I always end up with all the creepy possessed stuff? Guess it's just kind of the brand now. But hey, if you like all things creepy, why not hit that subscribe button? If you don't, well, let's just say that I can't guarantee your safety from whatever scary toys you have lurking around your house. To be fair, I can't really do that even if you do push the subscribe button. But
Say,
still,
you can't
pushing
do
that button won't
nothing
hurt.
about that.
Poppy Playtime, the latest horror craze filling the void of emptiness as we asymptotically approach the release of Security Breach. If there's a
Yes.
formula for indie horror, this thing
Yes,
checks all the
but
boxes.
just a
Simple,
tiny
creative
bit-
gameplay, check. Horrific childhood
Tiny bit
playthings,
more
check.
involved
Mysterious
with
hidden
once
lore
you're like
sprinkled
in
throughout,
playing the
double
game.
check.
Once you in playing the game, because like with Amanda Adventure, you know, you kind of just sitting there watching the tape, and then you turn around and you're doing stuff. Da 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 da. With this, it was like you're actually playing the game like duck hunt. You're actually playing duck hunt, but like you can't like necessarily move around in your environment. Like this little boy did not move out that seat.
So today we're gonna look at the first chapter to start piecing together what's really going on in this game and what's gonna be coming in the future installments. And let me tell you this, while it may certainly look similar to the dozens of indie horror games that we
So look at that. So true. You know how when I was playing Poppy Playtime and you was talking about, oh, this is like a FNAF type of thing. This one I'm talking about, like FNAF really like inspired like a lot of different games. I don't even know what this only cans. I don't know what that is, and I don't think I want to.
You've seen in the past.
Because that don't
This
look
one
good.
has
That
some
don't look like something I
unexpected
need to be
twists
playing.
That make it all the more surprising and the more terrifying. And I
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
say,
look
for
it
the
up,
first
look
time
it
in
up.
what seems like forever, there's no malicious AI trying to steal your identity to escape their video game prison by hopping into your body. No matter what else this story entails, big props on being creative on that one. When we boot up Chapter 1, we're told that we're taking on the role of an ex-employee of the Playtime company, finally returning to the factory years after everyone mysteriously disappeared.
I'm still on this. I still don't understand why you would go back. Why did you go back?
Inside. If that's not a theorist invite, I don't know what is. What happened? Why are we the ones who remain? One click into this
We
game
didn't
and already
remain.
there are
We
so many
left.
questions circulating around.
Why did
So,
we come
to start
back?
our adventure, we receive a note informing us that these missing employees never actually left the building, alongside a VHS tape that introduces us to the titular character Poppy Playtime, a doll with hair that smells like poppies, weirdly realistic eyes, and the ability to have actual conversations.
She is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. A little girl can talk to her. Poppy gives her answers.
Which, gotta say, is
Facts.
a whole lot of red flags right off the bat. I've played enough
They
horror
wasn't out
games
here
over
trying
the
to get
years
no
know that
check.
when-
Like, what check you picking up? You ain't been there in years. If you ain't come pick up the check now, you really didn't need the check. Oh, not me clicking out.
inanimate objects start talking to you, you start running in the other direction. But, I don't know, it's a game. What else am I gonna do? I'm curious, so off to the factory we go. Right off the bat, we find a giant version of the popular Playtime company mascot, Huggy Wuggy. Huh, those cold dead eyes aren't ominous at all. Sure, nothing bad's gonna come from this
They
guy.
weren't
Now,
ominous
watching
when you
playthroughs
first
of Poppy
played it. You
Playtime,
wouldn't- you
there
didn't
is
even think
one
twice
thing
about
that
it.
immediately stands out. Everyone high-fives Huggy.
High five.
High five, buddy! Hey! High five, man. Let's go.
Even me.
High five, Huggy. Boom.
Apparently,
Is there something wrong with me, the fact that I didn't high five Huggy? Because I definitely didn't. I didn't high five Huggy. I saw his hand up there and was like, and went on about my business.
there's just some sort of primal reflex in our
Not
monkey
the
brains.
Overwatch.
Raised hand equals high five.
Not
From
Winston.
there, we unlock the second hand of our GrabPack. We get to build one of the toys, and look, it's that Muppet reject that we met earlier.
Y'all, look at his mouth. Every time I see Huggy Wuggy, look at it's two sets. That's a whole separate mouth right there. Why he got a mouth like that? You said instinctively, I knew, like, nah, you ain't passed the vibe check. You ain't passed the vibe check. I'm not hitting him with no high
Except now
five.
he's trying to
We
kill
done.
us.
I don't play.
Oh, who
I
could
don't
see
play that
one
game
coming?
twice. I ain't playing
To
it
be
no
fair,
more.
It is a legitimately terrifying encounter. Once we manage to escape the nightmare by throwing him down into the factory abyss, we see a large flower on the wall, along with all sorts of warnings about why we shouldn't go through that door. But nah. those people clearly didn't know what they were talking about. We plow our way inside and find
He got
Poppy
a
herself
short
resting
leatherback.
inside a glass case. Without any forethought or concern for our own well-being, we rip open the case because, of course we do. Do horror games not exist in these universes? We almost died in the arms of this giant Sesame Street reject. Let's just make our presence known to the creepy living doll now. The lights flash,
She's
Poppy's
so
eyes open,
pale.
and we get the final line of the chapter.
You opened my case.
And that's it. Big old cliffhanger for the next installment. But is it just me, or did it feel like there was something more going on here? Who am I kidding? Of course there's something more going on here. This is a modern indie horror game. There's hidden lore all over this thing. For starters, let's rewind a bit to take a closer look at Huggy Wuggy himself. We know from the opening placard that the toy was made in 1984 and became Playtime Company's most popular mascot, but
The way MatPat be looking at these details is crazy. It's crazy. And because of like I've watched his content, like that, I think that's the reason why I was able to solve as much as I could in Amanda the Adventurer, because I had learned from watching like MatPat's videos, like, oh, everything must mean something. He had me paranoid.
how do you go from this to this? Toys just don't come to life, unless Toy Story was right all along.
Well, that's creepy.
They don't. So what is this thing? Well, for obvious reasons, I immediately jumped to animatronic. But the game actually gives us clues that he's something else entirely. Something even more horrifying than we could have ever anticipated.
Right, 'cause he got
If you're
slobbered.
unfortunate enough to get killed by Huggy during the chase, you get a randomized death screen with a message that ranges from "it's not your time" to "don't let them inside." But mixed in there is the chance of you seeing one that reads "EXP 1006, isn't he wonderful?" This would
Who was paying attention to these messages? Because I wasn't. Yo, Woody. They do be doing Woody
would suggest
dirty.
that someone is asking us what we think of their experiment, the monster that just killed us. This isn't the only time that we see Huggy referred to by this name either. Throughout the game, we discover VHS tapes with recordings from various factory employees. The last one you receive is simply titled Unknown, and on it, we hear this message.
Final log in relation. Experiment 1006. The prototype. Coordination and cooperation is evidently within his skill set, though still missing. These events are no doubt in relation
Oh
to
my
him. We must
gosh.
forge onwards in the name of science, whether those who are beneath us understand it or not.
So he's an experiment within the facility that escaped and clearly created an incident within the factory.
And you hear
but
him,
this still-
and you hear him in the video crawling through the freaking vents. Like, I recognize that sound. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, I was playing a game with y'all. I was talking all through these tapes.
doesn't explain why I think his creation is different from something like the animatronics in FNAF. Well, in the trailer for the game, we get our first look at Huggy, walking towards us while bits of text flash up on screen. These messages seem to be excerpts from documents of Playtime code.
I ain't looking
But before
at
you can
that
read
damn
them, most
trailer.
of the text disappears to reveal a new, eerie sentence. But you know I'm gonna pause the video and read all the frame-perfect stuff, right? Most of the vanishing messages cover pretty standard stuff, mostly about GrabPack safety. That is, until we get to the 43-second mark of the trailer, where suddenly we have a giant wall of darkened rolling text happening behind the main message.
Oh no! Not us getting a whatchamacallit, a whatchamadoozy. All right, MatPat, make your coins. Not multiple. Somebody told me to get an ad blocker, but at the same time, if I'm watching one of my friends' videos, I want them to
What is
get
this, a
paid.
2015 FNAF 4 teaser image? So, true to form, I do what I do best. I lower the contrast, I up the brightness, and voila, we got this. Experiment 1006, the prototype. He seems serviceable as the prime example for the type of vessel which we're trying to create. Despite his digestive tract being wired properly, the prototype finds no necessity for sustenance, unlike the others. All other experiments can only survive while subsisting on much larger portions. Huggy, as well as these other experiments, has a digestive system. That's not something an animatronic possesses.
Humans be doing too much. Humans legit be doing too much. I knew humans was doing too much when I was a little girl and I was watching Jurassic Park. Humans just be doing stuff to be doing stuff. be so preoccupied whether or not they could, and didn't stop to think whether or not they should. Bars from Jurassic Park.
Possessed by the soul of a dead child would need. It leads me to believe that Huggy is a living organic creature, not just a stuffed toy turned sentient. Although, if we're reading this right, Huggy just kills.
When you in this space, you start to like realize, like, oh, like people really need. We really need ads.
For fun. He doesn't need to eat, unlike the others. Plus, if we take a look at this scene where you cause the walkway to collapse, Huggy falls into the factory below, hitting 2 pipes along the way. Notice anything unusual? Here's the before and after shot to make it easy for you. You see, there's blood on the pipes. Huggy bleeds. He is definitely organic.
That picture of
a
Huggy
literal
is
living,
wild.
breathing monster. But how are they turning toys into organic creatures? For that, let's actually turn our attention to the perfect toy herself, Poppy. When we're introduced to her in that initial VHS tape, we're told that she's perfect. She has hair that smells like poppies, which, side note,
They really
I
weren't
looked
brushing
into, and
her
it turns
hair.
out that poppies don't really have that much of a smell. Unless, of course, you're talking about opium poppies, in which case you're opening up a whole lot of messed up there. In the olden days,
Not they was trying to get the children high. Not them trying to get the children high with the poppies.
opium was used to relax and help you to sleep. No wonder this thing was a hit, especially with the parents, but I'm getting myself sidetracked here. Anyway, the important part of this ad is that a child can have conversations with Poppy and that she can talk back to give answers, which seems like a strange level of AI for a company that was around during the 1950s
Ain't no
and
way.
60s. Unless, of course, she's not an AI. In the teaser for Poppy Playtime, we see a tutorial on how to look after your Poppy doll. Near the end of the video, the voice box gets pulled out and we see that it's dripping with blood. Again, leading me to believe that these toys are actually all organic. But with Poppy, we can
That's
actually
what they
go one step
saying,
further
but
and figure out
can you
how
trust
she's
them
been
really?
made organic.
So,
See, the
can you really
hardest
trust
secret
them?
to find in Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 is a
Can you
pink
really
VHS
trust them?
tape right before
It's
the
probably
final
mind
chase.
control at this point.
Wait. Oh my gosh, is that it? No way! Oh my gosh, that was it!
Well done.
Wow! I'm assuming the game really doesn't want me to do this, but I don't care. Because I found the lore. Oh no!
If you manage to find it
He
before
thought. He
getting
really
locked
thought.
out, the tape shows you an interview with a prospective employee, Stella Graber.
Not
She's a
sniff
woman
her hair.
obsessed with living forever.
Not sniff
wanting
her
to be more
hair.
like a child and longing to bring joy to children like her toys did for her.
That's exactly what Poppy is. Poppy melatonin.
And as you die, human bodies
I had saw this video, and this lady was like, y'all need to stop giving your kids melatonin. She was like, the reason why your kids don't go to sleep is because y'all ain't giving them a hot meal. You ain't bathing them. They booty crack itch. You need to watch them babies. That's why they not going to sleep. As a child, I never had a problem going to sleep. Like, I had no problem with bedtime. Like, I was never one of those kids, like, I gave my mom promise about going to bed. I was going to bed. It didn't matter. I had my TV in the room, and I was watching Def Comedy Jam on mute. Real low or mute.
This
Not
tape feels really
not
random
the-
in the grand scheme of things. Like, why
not
would
the
we be
opium
shown this? Well,
incense.
it starts to make much more sense in the context of living organic toys. Based on the way that she talks, Stella
So you see that, right? Like, so you saw, like, throughout the game, like, you would see these toys and be blood all around the toy.
would be the perfect candidate for some experiments that Playtime were running. I believe that they used employees, specifically Stella, to make Poppy. Not just transferred her consciousness either, but used her physical body, their digestive systems, their brains, and in the case of Poppy, Stella's eyes. It seems like an extreme leap to make, but look at Poppy's eyes in the video. Tell me that those aren't human. You don't just add capillaries to your
I thought
cute
that
little
too,
doll's eyes.
'cause I was
This
like,
would
yo.
also align with the whole bleeding thing. Organic bodies made of flesh and organs. that
Somebody
can
get her
bleed.
some
It's
eye
also
drops.
worth
She needs
mentioning
some
that the
clear
voice actor for
eyes.
Stella is the same as the voice actor for Poppy. This may just be because of limited voice actors, but it also feels like an interesting detail to call out. If I'm right about Stella and Poppy being one and the same, I think it gives us a pretty good idea
Yo,
of
your
what her
son
heart
on-
is in the
on
wider
tiny.
story. The general
That bad boy
consensus online is that
said,
Poppy
"I
is
only
gonna be
need
the big
naps."
bad. I mean, the game's got her name on it after all, but for me, I'm not so sure. I don't believe that Stella would be mad about being turned into a toy. I think that honestly, she'd be delighted. She would not be delighted, however, in being locked away in a sealed glass case. Listen to that final line again when we open the glass case at the end of chapter 1.
You opened my case.
It sounds like a confused, but thankful response. By being locked away, she hasn't been able to go out into the world and bring joy to children. It's not much of an existence living inside a tiny box. Believe me, I know, doing this many videos every week, I've become very used to the confined space of my recording closet. Us coming along and freeing her, I think that's gonna be the rescue that she's been longing for.
Not MatPat got the recording closet. The only time I've seen like a recording closet is like back in the day when like people who wanted to become rappers and stuff like that, they used to like go into closets to like record their music to record their music.
Some of the death messages also lead me to believe that Poppy isn't trying to kill us. Look again at
MatPat
these
is an
screams.
upcoming
I
rapper,
need you
y'all.
alive. It's too
He
early
an
to
indie
die.
rapper.
Death isn't permanent. Who is talking to us in these screens? Well, I think it's Poppy. She's the only other character that we've been introduced to so far, so if it's not her, it kinda has to be someone else that we haven't really met yet. She's calling out to us. She needs us, and it's not just for her sake either. Another death screen reads, "More lives are at risk than just yours."
But how she know we there? She didn't know we were there. She didn't know we were there.
Whoever this person is, they're hoping that we can help all of the vanished employees. And it doesn't end
Not
there. There's one
jointing
final
toys.
death screen to call out. This one, which looks like somebody head-desked their keyboard repeatedly, but it actually
Jeez.
appears to be Cyrillic characters, or at least approximately close to Cyrillic characters. For those of you who don't know, Cyrillic is the alphabet used for Slavic languages. Places like Russia, Bulgaria, the Ukraine, you know, the countries that give new meaning to the word cold. Who knows, maybe the languages all look this way with the extra accents and swoops because people trying to write them are shivering all the time.
I could
Anyway,
not be
for
in
it
a
being
place that's
Cyrillic,
too
it actually
cold
looks
for
to be a
me.
simple substitution cipher, with different characters representing different characters from the Latin alphabet that we're more familiar with. Notice these two in a row right here, probably EE or OO. Using that as our base and trying lots of different combinations, we can't come to a definitive conclusion. There just isn't enough letters here, but stay, they need help, certainly fits the pattern that we're seeing in the letters, which again,
I wonder how long it really be taking MatPat to like do these goddamn videos, like these scripts, the research, all that, because this is a lot. Like, just think how long it probably would have taken just to like decode that, because I don't know nothing about no Slavic alphabet.
hints at the fact that these are people, ex-employees,
Would have gotten
inside
it
the bodies of
and
the
gotten
monsters
it and
looking
didn't
to
know
escape.
what the
All
heck
of
it
this
said.
points to Poppy becoming our companion. Maybe she'll help us solve puzzles by getting into spaces that we can't, or she'll be able to distract the monsters while we progress, or she'll just be our
She
guide through
ain't
the factory
do
maze.
none
kinda
of
like
that.
GLaDOS the potato from Portal 2. But
That's the crazy part about it. She ain't do none of that in the second game. Mind you, he's just theorizing, so he didn't know at the time. She didn't do none of that though. Sheesh.
some small way, I think that she's going to be helping us both save herself and all.
That's a long time. That's a long time. Let me think about it. Like, how long it takes me to do my videos? Because, I don't be working on a video for no weeks. Now, I might know what I'm playing, like, a week or two ahead. Or whatever. I might spend... So, since I've changed my intro to my videos, I think that adds like an extra 30, possibly 40 minutes. No, it don't even take that long. I'm gonna say 20 minutes. Today, when I was editing the video, how long did it take me? I'm gonna say like an hour and a half, because it's a pretty long video. I'm gonna say an hour. So right now we at hour 20. No, I'm gonna say an hour 20. Then it took me like an hour to like record it. I don't know, bro. But I make different type of content. Like, I'm not in depth with the content like he is. Like, he has to, like, legit, like, replay the game. Because I remember with FNAF, he had to, like, constantly replay the game because he's literally looking, like, every scene and stuff like that. Like, oh, is that something there? Is that something there? Is that something there? You know, he has to take his time with that. I'm not doing all that. That's not the kind of content I make.
All the others. So if Poppy is our helper, then who's our big bad? Well, remember the trailer? While discussing Huggy, it mentioned others. So did the VHS tape. We know that Huggy is experiment 1006, which, if this scientist has any respect for logical procedure, would imply that he's actually the 6th experiment they've created. Sure, they call him the prototype, but he's gained that name because, as the trailer said, he seems serviceable as the prime example for the type of vessel that we're trying to create. So they thought they'd got the experiment right that time, but clearly there were others before him, all with cognitive ability, but these ones are gonna be hungrier. They're gonna be more bloodthirsty than Huggy. And gotta admit, he was already pretty bad. So then who or
Right,
what
squeezing
came
his
before?
tall
Well,
ass
during
in
the course
that
of the game,
vent.
we're actually made aware of 5 other toys that Playtime creates: Candy Cat, Boogie Bot, Brawn, Cat Bee, and a pink version of Huggy, which we'll call Ms. Huggy. If Huggy was experiment 1006,
That
with
is
5 other
Missy
toys
Wissy.
available, I think it's likely that they're gonna be the monsters that show
No,
up
it's
in
not.
future chapters.
Kissy, Missy,
But
Missy,
kicking us
Kissy?
off in chapter 2,
I don't know her name
believe
either.
will
Let
be
me shut
Cat
up.
Bee. Why? Well, because as much as there are references to all the other toys throughout the factory, Cat Bee's the one that has an active part in this chapter of the story. After getting the storeroom tape, we see a conveyor
This is
belt that
hilarious,
covered
like,
in
to
Cat
look
Bee
back.
parts. Once we
To look
follow
at
the
his
events, we
theory
end up at an assembly
after,
line,
like,
where we then proceed to activate
planning
and
and stuff
create
like
a
that.
Cat Bee toy. The
It's
others
like,
have all been background characters to the
like,
chapter,
some of the
but
things,
we
Miss
actively
Huggy.
create
No, that's not her
Cat
name. I don't
Bee,
know what.
which seems
But
like a
anyway,
metaphor for the humans
it's
creating
funny to
monsters,
look
and
back
that
like,
points me in the direction
that
of
didn't
Cat
quite
Bee
happen.
being our next big bad. But all of it leaves me with one final question. Clearly, Poppy put Playtime on the map in the 1960s, based on the vintage style of the Poppy ad and the fact that the ad is actually in color, which is something that wasn't available until the 1960s. Huggy Wuggy was invented in 1984, after Poppy. So if Poppy was a human experiment and she was perfect, then why are Huggy and all the other experiments then monsters? Well,
Because if you saying, oh, girl volunteered to do the procedure, who was volunteering to do the procedure? Not that many.
my theory is
You
that
can't
Poppy
mass
was
produce
a human
that.
experiment done back in the 1960s and was a roaring success, but the secret to how it was done was kept under wraps. And as dolls came out of fashion, the company had to evolve, creating new colorful toys like Candy Cat and Huggy Wuggy. We can see, based on the toy packaging, that this went on for some time. Huggy's packaging is very similar to those of the 1980s. Boogie Bot and Candy Cat look much more like toys from the early 2000s. Clearly, the company was able to survive for a long time, but it wasn't enough to keep the company afloat. And so someone in the factory decided to pursue new innovations to bring Playtime Co. back to its former glory. Innovation is key, after all, as we see in one of the death screens. Without any knowledge of how they managed to successfully create Poppy, the
I wouldn't.
scientists get to work trying to recreate the
I'm not
magic
trying to be a toy.
toys that would
You know why I wouldn't volunteer for this? Have you seen how kids treat toys? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that little boy from Toy Story. The way kids treat toys is wild. But that's what's gonna happen. They gonna turn your ass to a toy and they finna sell you. You about to be sold.
come to
You
life,
about to
acting
be
like pets
sold.
for children,
She
bring them
was-
joy.
she
Once again,
was
they
sold.
succeed in creating something organic, but they miss the one human element that made the original Poppy experiment successful: willingness. Stella was the perfect subject. She seemed like she'd be over the moon with living forever as a child. However, our scientists may not have known about Stella and what made her, and therefore Poppy, special. I
They
bet
pulling
you
your
that
arms
characters like
off,
the
they cutting
disgruntled
your
storeroom
hair,
worker Rich that we meet
your
in the
face
tapes
getting
are people that
drawn
have been
on.
turned into these monstrous toys. He doesn't seem
Now
all that
remember-
pleased with the
now
company
remember
making
what
his
I
life
did to mine.
difficult. And we know that although they may have a clean, sparkly outward image, Playtime don't tend to treat their employees very well. Wouldn't be too
Clear. That's crazy. Because old boy was talking about marketing in the second one, in the second game. He was like, This company should be known for marketing, not toys.
Too hard to believe
That's
that they saw the tape
wild.
of Rich complaining and decided he needed to be disciplined in a very special way. But Rich doesn't have that childlike wonder of Stella or that natural love of toys, and so when he gets made into one, he becomes a monster. The experiment backfires and starts killing the employees. The scientist locked himself away in the same room that we found Poppy. She was patient zero, locked away in the case to protect and study her, until of course we come along and set her free. There you have it, friends. My predictions for Poppy Playtime. Was I right? Was I wrong? I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But hey, that's just a theory. A game
Not drinking
theory.
coffee before
Thanks for
bed.
watching.
That's wild. Next.
I think Shopify has definitely helped us and many businesses get started. Actually, my wife, she was the one that brought it.
Look at that.
Last October,
How much he
Poppy
paid for that?
Playtime came onto the indie horror scene and took YouTube by storm. Felt like everybody was playing it, theorizing about it, high-fiving it.
High five, Huggy. Boom.
High five. High five, buddy. High five, buddy.
High five?
Let's go, let's go. High five. I missed.
So of course, when the trailer for Chapter 2 dropped a couple weeks ago, you blew up my Twitter asking for a theory. So for the last month, I've been digging through the trailer, the merch drops, the secret leaked closed-circuit television footage, all to come up with the answers. And regardless of whether I'm right or wrong about Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, one thing we know for sure,
hold on.
we're gonna be dealing with.
Should we watch the theory about the trailer? Should we just skip this one? Not high five him in the nuts. Not in the nuts. He probably has nuts. But look, your kid alone. Look at that. That's crazy. But should we skip this one? Cause this was one. This is a theory about the trailer. Yo, it took me 30 minutes to react to a 17-minute video. Yeah, I'm skipping. we gonna skip that. Be here all night.
So long. So good to see you again. Well, not good, really. Don't say anything. Mommy knows. You thought
Look
you
at
could
that.
just walk right in here, didn't you? As if nothing ever happened. What a
Who
joke.
doing this
Well,
voice
they're
acting
all
too?
Dead, all of them, and you did that.
For his-
Tried to
for his
live
intro.
knowing that for whatever brief time you're still alive. But hey, that's just a theory, right? A theory, a theory, a theory.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's been popular for 11 years but still hasn't landed a movie deal. Don't know why I felt like mentioning it here. On a completely unrelated note, a few weeks ago we finally
Right,
saw the
it's
release
gotta
of Poppy
get-
Playtime
the rest of the
Chapter
chapters need to
2,
come out,
Flying
MatPat.
Web. And this thing was longer than a tech demo.
Is he
so,
talking about
hey,
just
big
rumors
wins
of a
over
movie or
part one.
something?
But no, the team wasn't content to stop there. Poppy Playtime's newest.
Do y'all think that that Poppy Playtime would be a good movie? Like FNAF? I'm ready for that to come out.
Chapter went above and beyond, requiring players to master not just one, but two different gameplay styles. Whack-a-mole and Simon Says.
Blue! Yellow!
But the stress.
Every game is required to have a Simon Says segment for some reason.
I'm of course being facetious about the whole thing. This new chapter actually offered a lot of awesome stuff. Cool puzzles, thrilling chases, and an oversized plush.
Thrilling?
toy
Is that what
pull
we calling
over.
it?
The animation is so adorable. I could sit here and watch that all day. Oh, and there are also collectible trophies now. Really challenging collectible trophies that'll push you to the limits of your gamer senses.
Any secret trophies or anything that we see up here?
Any secret trophies?
Don't feel
we all
bad.
know why
Don't feel bad, MatPat. I ain't get none of. I don't think I only got but one trophy, 2 max. But you know me, I'm not a completionist. I don't be caring. They could split it up by chapters. That's what I'm really curious about with like FNAF. Like, how are they telling that story? Like, are they gonna try to fit everything in that one movie? Is it gonna be multiple movies? Like, how they gonna do that? Because it's a lot in FNAF.
We're really
A
here. It's
lot.
not for the gameplay innovation or the collectibles. It's for the hidden notes and cryptic clues. Ladies and gentlemen,
That
we
means
have
clues.
ourselves some lore to decipher. And spoiler alert, Poppy isn't who we thought she was. First, here's what you need to know to understand today's
Show
theory.
wasn't. Oh,
Poppy
help
Playtime
him.
Chapter 1 focused on us, the player, returning to an abandoned toy factory in order to save some employees that went missing there 10 years ago. We're told via a mysterious note that we have to find the flower. Several puzzles and one giant Muppet chase later, we find the flower in the form of a giant wall mural of a poppy. Inside is a replica of a house and a doll named Poppy Playtime, locked away inside of a glass case.
doll.
And of course, we set her free without a second
doll.
thought because players in video games have never seen a horror movie before. Anyway, Chapter 2 picks up immediately afterward. Poppy agrees to help us activate a train that'll help us get out of the factory. So much for wanting to help save those missing employees, but hey, if a creepy talking doll starts offering me ways to
I didn't even think of that. Cause she was definitely like, oh, we about like in the beginning of chapter 2, she was definitely like, oh, we up out of here. I got the train code. We up out of here. So this is my thing. Was she always the one talking to us about like saving everybody? There's no way she was the one talking to us talking about some saving everybody when the first thing she wanted to do was like leave everybody behind. But then at the end, she was like, oh, I can't let you go. I need you to do some stuff. Some bad things have happened here. So is now she thinking about saving everybody? Like at that point, or is she really not thinking about saving nobody? Like she has her own, her own agenda.
Around the creepy talking doll, I'm gonna take that offer. But of course, things are never quite that easy. Mommy Longlegs, a giant stretchy toy spider, takes Poppy hostage and forces us to play 3 minigames in her game station in
And
order
why
to
was
unlock
them two
each part of
beef?
the train's code.
Well, I know why
Eventually,
they
we
was
break out of her
beefing.
games, which causes her to go complete sicko mode and chase us through a narrow escape sequence. Where have I seen something like that before? In the end, she gets caught in a grinder and her remains are dragged away by a mysterious claw. We rescue Poppy, get on the train, but surprise, surprise, she betrays us, crashing the train and forcing us even deeper into the factory. So those are the highlights from the chapter, but we're still left with a lot of overarching questions. Who are we? Where are these missing employees we're so concerned about? What's the true nature of the toys? And
Good
who's
gosh
secretly
almighty.
pulling the strings behind all of this? Well, I think I have the answers to each and every one of those questions, and the last one is probably the best place to start. As I just talked about, after defeating Mommy, we see her remains get dragged away by a mysterious claw. No, not Burn Trap's claw, but also, yeah, kind of Burn Trap's claw. You see, the hand we see pull Mommy away is very different from all the other designs that we've encountered in the game so far. Most of the toys that we fight are brightly colored, made of plastic or fur, and
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, she is a human being, and as a human being, you do have like sometimes you'll have conflicting emotions and thought processes and stuff like that. You know me, I'm a runner, I'm a trash star, I'm out of there. Because she was made from because she was made from a woman who was, oh shoot, my bad, I don't hit that mic. She was made from a woman, well, we are making some assumptions, like she was very kind, childlike, all this other stuff. You know, she didn't want to grow up, she didn't want to age, and all this other stuff. And usually, like, kindness and, you know, do the right thing is associated with, like, childlike people and all this other stuff. That mean streak, though, I just thought about it. That mean streak, though, probably comes from whoever the player is. And I'm going to tell you why. Because with Mommy Longlegs, right? Mommy Longlegs, you know, you remember that part where I was getting chased by the little, what's Puckapillar, whatever that ugly thing was. I was getting chased by him. Before then, you know, she was talking. I might have been talking over it. I'm pretty sure I was talking over it, so y'all probably didn't hear it. But you know, I've gone back and watched it, and she was saying like, she was talking to us, and she was like, "You worked here, and if anybody deserves to die, it's you." She said that. So maybe with Poppy, like, she's looking at us like, yeah, I want to get out, but at the same time, I want to get out and all this other stuff, save people. No, I want to save people and all this other stuff, but at the same time, I don't like you like that, bro. I don't like you like that.
And you know, look.
Listen,
like
listen.
This thing though is dark, mechanical, and
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Like an erector set on steroids, and that's
legs
not all.
moving like
if you
that and
zoom
all.
in and enhance the image of the claw, you can actually make out that there's organic material mixed in there, bones and maybe even some veins mixed in with the metallic parts. So yeah, the comparison to Springtrap, Burn Trap, call them whatever you want, it isn't that much of a joke. But what is this biomechanic hybrid doing within the context of Poppy? Well, back in Chapter 1, we discovered the final VHS tape which cataloged the results of Experiment 1006, nicknamed the Prototype.
Final log. In relation, Experiment 1006.
Boy, it's going down. Y'all hear all that screaming?
Is evidently within his skill set, as well as the skill set of all other experiments of his type.
This, along with a death screen that said Experiment 1006 isn't he wonderful, led us to believe in a previous theory that our big blue boy Huggy Wuggy was the prototype.
His parents hired me to bring him out of his
shell.
The only character that we met in Chapter 1, Occam's razor and all that. However, take a look at the hand on the TV screen that we see during that VHS recording. Look familiar? We see that hand.
That hand long as
another
hell. Look at, hold on, go back. Look how long this finger is.
During that VHS recording. Look familiar?
That looked like a dinosaur. That looked like a fossil. That's Jurassic Park.
We see that hand appear again in yet another VHS tape in Chapter 2.
That's pterodactyl.
Log code 08502 in relation Experiment 1006, the prototype. The prototype seems to possess an unprecedented level of intelligence, beyond that of all other test subjects, as well as an alarming willingness to commit violence. Experiment 1170, Huggy Wuggy, remains the optimal outcome due to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience.
Obviously, this outright tells us that Huggy isn't Experiment 1006.
Maximum obedience. So is he just running wild because he don't have nobody tell him what to do?
And that it's instead the
he needs structure in his life.
Claw. So
Huggy Wuggy is a child. Huggy Wuggy is a straight child. He needs structure in his life, or he just run wild.
That's what the prototype is, but what makes it so special? Well, during that same VHS tape, we also hear how the prototype takes apart an alarm clock and uses it to make a laser pointer. In short, it's smart and it's able to repurpose things, which would explain Mommy's concern in this moment.
What have you done? You make me part of you!
She's gonna be reused and repurposed by this entity in order to help the monster escape. Kinda makes you wonder if the veins and bones
that's
are how
like,
this creature was originally designed. Maybe that's what happened to...
What his name? What his name, True? Not Baby. I'm thinking of FNAF. Not Baby. Endo? Is that his name? The creature where at the end of Sister Location, you know, all the animatronics like merged together. What is he called? You should. That'd be interesting. Like in like real life, you tell you be like, stop. Go sit your ass down somewhere when you get popped. Or maybe he need a nap. Maybe that's his problem. I can need a hot meal and a nap. Give him some mac and cheese, a peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and have him lay down somewhere with a blanket. Maybe that's his problem. Maybe that's his problem.
To all the other missing employees. Their bodies were added to the machine. It's interesting. In our last theory, we predicted that Mommy Longlegs would be adding the bodies of dead toys to herself in order to become stronger. We were right about the concept, just looks like we were wrong about who it applied to. As for how this thing is gonna wind up looking, anyone remember Sid from Toy Story 1? Sounds like we might have found one of his creations. So right now it looks like the prototype 1006 is gonna be our overarching villain for the franchise, taking pieces and parts of the other toys. And
I want to know what it looked like, because all we seen in is this little dinosaur bone.
Appear to have been added to the prototype yet is Huggy Wuggy. He may not have appeared explicitly in this chapter, but
that's what he really needs. That's the real problem. What's going on in this factory? Because you know they had Poppy locked up. They should have been releasing Poppy so everybody could sniff her hair so they could take a nap. Need some melatonin.
When you go into the chapter's water treatment room, if you look carefully, you can see some blue fur that's scattered around the pipes alongside trails of blood. This appears to be the room that Huggy fell through at the end of the last chapter, and would seem to imply that Huggy picked himself up and went full-on sus mode by venting away, waiting to return to a future chapter. Which honestly makes sense. He can't die yet. He's basically the mascot of the franchise. Who even cares about Poppy at this point? I mean, me. I do, because lore.
That's messed up. That's messed up. He said, who cares about Poppy at this point? Dang. And you know what's funny? She is getting overshadowed. But the same thing happened with like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's, and Freddy is not even the main concern in the dang game. He not the main villain. He not the main animatronic. None of that. He just in the he just the face. He just the pretty face.
But I feel like I'm definitely in the minority on that one. Speaking of Poppy, let's talk about her, shall we? I mean, it is her name on the title screen after all. This isn't Kissy Missy Playtime or Cat Bee Playtime, you know?
Kissy Missy. There you go.
After Chapter 2 came out, the fan community did what the fan community gonna do. They dug into the game files. And by doing so, they discovered an early build of this chapter hidden away. And while the game itself is still basically the same, the end is where things get real interesting. Normally, you get on the train and Poppy gives you this sinister speech about how you're not allowed to leave. She betrays us and sends us hurtling deeper into the factory for reasons that are kept pretty darn vague.
Terrible things have happened.
Facts. He was a good guy. He's trying to help the little boy get out of
However,
the pizzeria.
Monologue, we actually get a bit more
that big ass
on her
pizzeria. That pizzeria look fun. I ain't gonna lie.
So much potential. I know you came to find the ones who had disappeared all those years ago.
But why?
They've been gone for a long.
Now hold on now. Again, we still on this why you came back to go find them. Who you trying to find? Who you really trying to find? 2, she said they're gone. So everybody who don't work here, gone, aka dead in my book. That's dead. That is dead. Now the question is, are they dead because the toys ate them? It's very possible. Or did they become toys? Very possible. I want to say the toys ate them.
Long time. Terrible things have happened. And I am the cause.
Oh!
Being able to exist as a doll.
Oh.
It has killed so many people.
Now, interpreting cut content is always going to be a tricky science. Do you use it? Do you not? How do you use it? Here, I'm only pointing it out because this seems to confirm one of our original theories, that Poppy is the reason all of this is happening. She literally says that because she was able to exist as a doll, people died, which tells us 2 things. One, that she's been around since the very beginning. She knows about the experimentation that's being done on humans. She's witnessed it all.
I was the first. I have seen everything.
Yes, FNAF, we hear you. You're very special. Secondly, though, it seems to tell us that Poppy isn't...
Oh, man.
Who we originally thought. Loyal theorists will remember that last time we predicted that former employee Stella Graber was the person whose body and spirit were used to build Poppy. In Chapter 1, we found a VHS tape talking about her desire to stay young and her love of children, which all but seemed to scream, "Make me into an undying doll monster." However, after the clues seeded out in this chapter, we know for a fact that she's no longer a candidate. When we first enter the game station, we're greeted by Stella's voice.
Hi, kids. Welcome to the game station.
That's the same voice?
Stella.
Yeah.
We've got 3
super duper fun games to play.
Her name also appears on the bottom of a document out.
Stella got an accent. And I noticed it in the tape too. Stella got an accent. Where's Stella from? That's an accent.
Outlining how to test children using the various game station modules.
That's got a little
Quote,
spice
give all
on it.
reports to Ms. Stella.
Yes, I pay with my.
Come on. Not Potter and Son.
Through. So Stella was clearly involved with whatever experimentation was going on at Playtime Co. And since these experiments were started because the living doll Poppy existed in the first place, Stella can't be Poppy. In that same document, we also see references to Mommy Longlegs. Now, if you look closely at the Mommy Longlegs commercial that plays at the top.
Are we playing as Stella? If Stella, are we playing as Stella? Because if Stella's not Poppy, Stella's been there. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. This is gonna sound real sexist. Excuse me. Because you know I've been hung up on for real. Like, why would you come back? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you come back? And I feel like if someone was to come back, no strings attached, it'd be a woman out of guilt. Because he's saying that she's been there from the beginning. She was part of the experiments. She wasn't the experiment like we thought, but she's part of the experiments. Are we playing as Stella? Stella trying to come back in a tone. I'm just asking.
You can see that it's dated 1991. Poppy was meant to be the first living toy developed back in 1950. Therefore, if Stella was alive around the time of Mommy Longlegs, then she couldn't possibly be inside Poppy. So if Poppy isn't Stella, then who is she? Well, early in Chapter 2, we visit Elliot Ludwig's office, founder of Playtime Co. It's here that we learn that he experienced a tragic family loss sometime in the 1960s.
In the 1960s, an unfortunate family death had pushed Ludwig down to his lowest.
This loss
Now
is what
Stella
spurred
came
him
out.
to work harder
Okay,
and
better
build
go
an empire
groove.
around his toys. Now, it's not actually clear who this family member was. You would suspect his kid, right? Kid dies or is dying and he finds a way to make her into a living toy. Yeah, I am broken. I will put you back together. Thank you, FNAF. Go and do something else with your life. Make it more sensible. Stop trying to butt into other people's narratives, okay? Other people's very similar narratives.
Not MatPat cussing out for that. I'm done. I am done.
Anyway, as I was saying, you would suspect that he's doing this for his kid, right? And that's who Poppy is. It's his daughter. But there's a wrinkle to that.
I don't think
and
it's his
not
daughter
coming from the
either.
game, but rather the game's website. You see, we know via a newspaper article hidden on the About section of Playtime Company's merch website that Elliot's wife divorced him in 1930. This means that if a child came from that relationship, that biological son or daughter would have been in their 20s or 30s when Poppy was created. It seems a bit old, to be honest. The loss could have been a grandchild. That's definitely a possibility. But for me, I think the most likely option was that it was an adopted daughter. In Chapter 1, we see a lot of
having a
posters
whole
hanging on
side
walls talking about
conversation.
Playtime Co.'s adoption initiative. What if that program was initially started because Elliot had an adopted child himself, and he wanted to bring that joy to other families, thereby modeling it in those Playtime Company values. And then, when his daughter dies or is suffering, he, has to find a way to put her back together. So, his adopted child dies tragically, and he tries something to revive her, probably by fusing her with Poppy. And it works. Something he does works. She's in the doll, but he's not exactly sure what he did. Might I suggest trying Remnant or Agony? Sorry, now I'm just going out of my way to do it. Anyway, we know that he's unsure based on a note that we find in Elliot's office in Chapter 2. This note talks about Experiment 814, in which they try to bring rats back to life using the poppy flower. My suspicion is that this is because he was somehow able to revive his daughter inside of Poppy, a doll who we're told has the essence of poppy flower built into her hair. This is also why we find Poppy hidden in the the glass case. It's so his daughter can be preserved, protected, and also studied. It's because he saw it was possible, and then he went on to repeat it, which is why he's so happy about his wonderful experiment 1006, the prototype. After nearly 200 additional experiments post poppy flowers and rats, this is where he finally cracks the code. He's brought things
Did
to
he crack
life,
it,
but
though?
the prototype is too smart. It escapes and doesn't obey orders.
Did he crack it? Because the prototype,
this is why
based
we
off
hear
the
that Huggy
arm,
Wuggy is actually the perfect
it don't look
creation,
like the
because he's
prototype was
smart,
looking
but he's
fun.
also obedient.
Experiment 1170, Huggy Wuggy, remains the optimal outcome due to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience.
And that, my friends, is the story of how everything started at Playtime Co. We now know that Elliot Ludwig's adopted daughter is likely the entity inside the Poppy doll, and that our overarching
if
villain
it's
for the
a
series is
adopted
the
daughter.
prototype,
We
the
don't know.
first successful recreation of that technology, of bringing something back to life. A toy that steals and uses the pieces and parts of other things to make itself stronger. But there's still lots more to discover here.
Right, King ain't nothing but a hand. He trying to build the whole rest of his body.
Employees, or are they something else? What about the mysterious death screens that we see each time we die? What are they trying to tell us? If people are inside of toys, then what about the prototype? Is it someone important, or is it just a random collection of people? And probably the biggest question of all, who are we in relation to all of this? I suspect that I may have figured out our character's name and possible role in the company, but answers to that and more will have to wait for next time, just because I have a few other things that I want to double check inside the game first. So make sure you GrabPack that subscribe button to—
Oh, he messed up for that. Hold on. He is messed up for that. Let me look at, because it was like a whole lot of videos. You are the villain. Don't breathe. You are not the hero of Poppy Playtime. We solved Kissing Missy. I'm not worried about Kissing Missy. Huh. So there's like 3 videos. No, 2. There's like 2 videos that talks about our identity, possibly. And then I don't know what that other video about. I'm about to get to the new video, though. Because it might be 9 o'clock. We finna get to the new video. There you go. Am I tripping? I'm tripping, y'all. Ain't no new video. You know what happened. And I apologize. And I just took that as a sign. You know what happened? Sometimes when I'm like, sometimes YouTube just be referring old stuff. But I could have sworn. Let me look at. What is this? Oh, that's somebody else's thingamabobby. What did I see? I saw something. Oh, it's on GT Live. That's what I was looking at. I was like, yo, I know I saw something new. So Game Theory also has like it's supposed to be his live channel, but because he's so busy, it's really not his live channel. It's really not his live channel.
Give baby the best night's sleep.
Give baby the best night's sleep with Poppy Playtime. With Poppy Playtime. Oh no, absolutely not. I don't have time to do that. Didn't you just hear me talk about the time-consuming things you have to do? Absolutely not, sir.
Whoa there, Huggy. Not that kind of termination.
What is this?
Yes. Oh, this is
Is
awesome.
there safety video? Right, hit him with the opiate. Alright, so luckily he has chapters. So boom, we skip all that.
Wait, 1991? Right? That's 1991? Okay, I just want to make sure. Scroll for details. 1990, scroll for details. Wait, is that Stupendium?
Stoops.
Are you kidding me?
Who was Stupendium?
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Good.
Do y'all know who that is? I don't. You see, it's so many people on YouTube. You don't know them all. You just don't know them all.
Good. Oh, man. Mob Entertainment, man. Well done. Way to involve the community. Smart. Way to understand. Like, yeah, us creators are here and eager to do stuff with you guys. That's awesome. Good for Stoops. Speaking of,
I'm guessing
we
he
have
does
been
Poppy
way
Playtime
overdue
stuff
to
too.
do something with Stoops. We've had it cooking along in the background for a while. I gotta check in with Jason about where that is in the process.
Oh, Jason.
Note to self: harass Jason about Stupendium project.
Back to.
I can't wait till I start doing some collabs. It like when I watch other people do collabs, it looks like it's so much fun, but I just don't be playing the same games everybody else be playing. Like there's not a game I match up with. Oh man.
Oh, hello. You must be our new employee. Well, gee, welcome. Come on in. I bet you're super excited to start having
That fit though. I could see somebody with that fit and it be banging.
Whoa, where do you think you're going there, buddy? Look, I know it's exciting, but before we can get you out there on the factory floor,
Like a little
we've got to talk
open.
about safety, huh?
Make
Yeah,
a
we
little
do.
open, like a little bit at the top, like unbutton them buttons a little bit.
Oh, it's so cute. Little bitty Huggy Wuggy.
He's cute.
I would watch the heck out of.
I have no clue what we would
Playtime,
collab on.
you know,
All the-
Mob Entertainment. If you make
Stop. I have no clue what we would collab on because like I don't play multiplayer games. That's the wild part about it. I do not play multiplayer games. I'm so used to being solo dolo. The only multiplayer game I have on this doggone PC is Overwatch, I believe. Yeah. We gotta do something, y'all. We got to do something.
Of Poppy and
Let me save up some
Huggy Wuggy
coins.
and Mommy Longlegs and all these characters.
Cause maybe it's just
The
I need
internet
to
will
buy
eat that a lot.
the
It'll be
games that people
so
are playing.
huge. That would crush. I would love that. Just like Snuffleupagus. Instead of you have like Snuffleupagus, you got like Mommy Longlegs coming there like, hi! Today we're gonna teach you about how to be safe. Don't get your hand caught in the grinder. That'd be awesome. Oh.
That was a great Mommy Longlegs voice.
Oh, thank you.
Huh.
I've gotten practice from doing Mommy Longlegs for Ollie. Ollie loves the character. Ollie does not know a whole lot about this world outside. Like he loves ruins, and he loves the fact that this takes place in a ruined toy factory.
How old is his son at this point? I'm not surprised. Listen, I'm really not surprised that MatPat's child is into this stuff because it's MatPat's child. How old is he at this point? Gosh, Lee, it feels like he just had that doggone baby. Nah, I don't play Dead by Daylight.
Factory. Like when he's asked me about it, I'm like, oh, it's ruined toy factory, and toys come to life.
I told
And
you,
so
true. You
he
y'all
thinks
think
that's
I'm playing.
fascinating, so he's seen pictures.
I don't have no
He knows all the
multiplayer
characters
games.
And he's seen pictures, but yeah, so I'm very familiar with the Mommy Longlegs voice. Huggy Wuggy's harder because he doesn't talk, so I just make him sound like, I'm Huggy Wuggy now, here I come. Ah, Huggy Wuggy, let's
He
go.
sound like the Cookie
That's
Monster.
right, because my pal Huggy says that fun is just one part of fundamentally understanding the need for awareness, cleanliness, timeliness, obedience, and regulating yourselves.
That's long as heck. That was long as heck. That's long. I'm not remembering that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it soon. Oh.
Also,
we'll have
I
to
would
talk
be
about
remiss
it,
if I
y'all.
didn't
We
call
have
out the fact
to
that
we have to
BoogieBot's
figure
back
it
here.
out.
I know that we've established the timeline over and over again, but 1991 BoogieBot, you know, he's last toy. So this is again towards the end of the lifetime of Poppy Playtime or of Funtime.
So, come on, let's get started.
Let's.
What is that?
Rule number
It's
one.
soap.
Always be sure to wash your hands before you
Rule
enter
1B.
the
Hold up. This is 1B. Excuse me.
Where
I feel
is
like we skipped
1A?
Rule 1A. This seems important.
They missed one. They missed one.
Right? It's like rule number 1. We're starting off at the beginning here, and you've already skipped. I'm very concerned about the fact that we've skipped
they
straight to
playing.
rule 1B.
I played Back for Blood. It pissed me off.
Grubby hands mean grubby toys. And at Playtime Co., we like our toys nice and clean.
This is Turtles was a fun game. I played it.
Huggy gets it. Now,
I played it
everybody's excited
before.
to get
I played it on my old channel.
This is infuriating.
The hate.
I'm just throwing it out there. The fact that they're doing 1B
No,
and
thank
2C
you.
is driving me insane.
I'm gonna tell you why. No, thank you. I'm not trying to be pissed off. This is the reason why I'm not trying to be pissed off. Based off the fan base of Halo. It seems like Halo was good and just went downhill. I'm talking about. It sounds like it plummeted. I'm just not interested in Halo, but it just seems like it went downhill.
As someone who's like 1A, 1B, 1C, and when people are like number A, and it's like no, it's letter A, number 1.
After a hard day's fun, but you must never leave your station for any reason before the bell rings. Not without permission from a supervisor. And there will be no overtime. Rule number 3.
No overtime.
3A.
No.
Have y'all heard that? Have y'all heard a job say that before, that you can't get overtime? I know with my job, I don't get overtime because I'm salary. So I get paid what I get paid, regardless of how many hours I do.
No distractions.
Can never do less hours, but always supposed to do more. Salary is a scam.
When on the factory floor, please try to remain as quiet as possible. Superfluous auditory impositions on the environment may result in disciplinary action.
Huggy. is that Huggy playing? Oh, that guy playing a recorder.
Hot cross buns, man.
Hot cross buns.
Have you watched the people who play video games using recorders?
No.
You should.
Okay.
Legit. Or the
You're
people who
opening my
play
mind to a
recorders with
lot.
their nose.
Oh,
What?
I have been one of those people.
No.
Yeah.
I'm done. It only be. It's not something like they outwardly say, but like, oh, you're gonna be working 60 hours this week. That's not how that happens. How it happens is, oh, we have to do an event. You have to be there because you're the manager. That's usually how that happens.
Yeah.
You have that talent?
Yes.
Wow. You're like godlike. You're like an X-Men.
My nostrils are wider.
Yeah.
I can also flare
Absolutely
them
not.
wider than they currently
I would
are.
never return to that game. That game is
Shut up,
deleted and
man.
gone forever.
know.
And I would
It's-
never
Yeah,
rebuy
that
it.
was impressive.
I legit
Yeah.
For
deleted
those
it
of you
off.
who did
It's
not see
gone.
what just happened off camera, which is all of you, presumably.
I
Never
hope
can tell.
so.
I would be concerned if it wasn't. Ash just flared their nostrils, and they were mighty, mighty nostrils, like a dragon exhaling smoke.
I want to watch. Cause they talking too much. No disrespect. I need to watch this video myself. Where is it at? Cause it's gonna take him a while to get through it. Cause he's doing his own commentary. We about to find it. Playtime. Code safety. Safety. Here we go. And it will come back. Cause I need to get through this video. Let's go. I don't like Minecraft either. I tried Minecraft before. I don't like it.
Oh, hello. You must be our new employee. Well, gee, welcome. Come on in. I bet you're super excited to start having fun, making fun for kids around the world.
They need to go back to making safety, like training videos like this, because I feel like the training videos we got now be extra boring. I don't even be paying attention to the training video. I'm trying to go straight to the quiz. Do some guesswork.
Whoa, where do you think you're going there, buddy? Look, I know it's exciting, but before we can get you up there on the factory floor, we've got to talk about safety, huh?
I want to know why only one of my shout outs
That's
work.
right, because my pal Huggy says
All
that
y'all been
fun
seeing is
just
my
one
Twitter.
part of
I got
fundamentally
a couple other
understanding
things.
The need for awareness, cleanliness, timeliness, obedience, and regulating yourselves. So, come on, let's get started.
It be so boring, bro. Like,
Rule number 1.
I'm not about to get through this. And I think I got like undiagnosed ADD or something like that. I'm not getting through that video. Let's skip this. It's the same. It's common sense.
We like our toys nice and clean.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
Huggy
like
gets it.
like the outfit. I feel like the outfit can be a vibe. Like, okay, so if we separate it, right? Let's say he just had this shirt with a different pair of pants, right? That can work. That could work. And again, just like unbutton the buttons, like, and show a little chest, show a little chest. And then like the pants that separated and have like a different little shirt with it.
Number 2. Everybody's excited to get home after a hard day's fun, but you must
About to
never
hit the
leave your
club.
station for any reason before the bell rings. Not without permission from a supervisor.
And I feel like those colors
there
would
will
go
be no
wonderful with some dark skin.
overtime.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Rule number 3. Fun takes focus. No distractions. When on the factory floor, please try to remain as quiet as possible. Superfluous auditory impositions on the environment may result in disciplinary action.
Why you have to be quiet on the floor? It's a factory. First of all, a factory is not even quiet. Why you got to be quiet on the floor? Thank you. Ooh, see? Cute little fig.
Rule number 4.
Yo.
Secrets. I know you'll all want to go and tell all of your friends about the exciting goings on here at Playtime Co. But you know what's even more exciting? Why are the NDA rules laid out in section 3, page 42 of your Playtime Co. employee?
But to remain quiet, like, he made it sound like making noise is going to break something. It's not. Is it just me? Listen, I don't be in the factories. You let me know, Zoe. Do they tell y'all to shut up and be quiet? You don't work in a factory either. Now, think about it. You don't work in no factory. Listen, I was... and it was disturbing to see that it was upside down, because we ain't never seen it upside down, True, up until this point.
Of course, the breach of which
Not you like,
may
I want
result
people
in
to be
termination.
quiet. You need to be
Whoa
by
there,
yourself.
Huggy. Not that kind of termination. Rule number 5. You must report anybody you see not following these rules to your supervisor. That includes this rule. Anyone observed to not be reporting rule breaking they are currently observing has been observed to be breaking a rule and should be reported immediately. Quickly, before somebody reports you.
Not
Rule
you,
number 6.
you snitching
Smile,
for not
you're on
you,
camera.
not
For your
you
safety,
getting in
keep
trouble
a
for not
watchful eye on
snitching.
everybody here at Playtime Co. Any attempt to interfere with Playtime Co surveillance equipment will result in immediate termination. And speaking of Playtime Co equipment, how about those GrabPacks, eh? Rule number 7. Our handy helpers may seem fun, but not everything in a toy factory is a toy. Always be sure to exercise caution when operating your GrabPack around heavy machinery, or else you might end up in a tangle. Ugh. Serious injury, death, or dismemberment may occur. If you're experiencing...
Why was he laughing? Why is that funny to Huggy Wuggy? Why is that funny to him? You seen him. He was giggling. Listen, I probably left too. I'd be like, you know what? I probably couldn't get through the video, to be honest with you. That's exactly what they said. You're an accomplice. Wow. Wow. That's what I'm saying. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Hallucinations or
They don't got nothing to do with me. I ain't seen nothing. Matter of fact, I'm blaming my astigmatism because, oh, you saw? No, I didn't. You was in the same room. I have astigmatism. It's a lot of light in here, and I'm bouncing, in my eyes. Right? I ain't seen nobody. It was a blur.
Or to your on-duty Playtime position right away. Reports of noxious and/or hazardous materials used in the production of our toys are both entirely fabricated and highly exaggerated. So if you're feeling under the weather, try drinking some water or breathing less deeply. Employers are liable for the safety of themselves and those around them. Playtime Co. will not be held accountable for accidents, injuries, trauma, physical or mental, or resulting life-altering impairments up to and including death. Rule number 9.
Listen, so I can make up something. I'll make up something. I will make up something. I ain't seen nothing. This whole situation they got going on, that long message he just did. That's how you know. That's how you know you don't need to be working over there.
Employees are explicitly prohibited from entering restricted areas.
Don't shame him for his shit here. Don't shame him.
Given on a case-by-case basis, and employees enter at their own risk.
Robin didn't have. Robin was just hairy in general, and the same for him. I just feel like he's just hairy in general. He trying to cover it up, you know. He got it buttoned. He got them buttoned up all the way up to the top.
You'll be a great addition to the Playtime
Room
family.
9G.
We all start here on the factory floor.
It's like what MatPat was saying. They skipping a lot of letters. Skipping a lot of letters. They just all over the place.
Floor. We can't wait to see what you become. Good luck on your first day. It's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from Huggy. Goodbye.
That's not what he said. Back up. That's not what he said.
And it's goodbye from Huggy. Goodbye. You become. Good luck on your first day. It's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from Huggy.
It don't sound like he said it's goodbye from me. It sounds like he said it's goodbye for me, like he getting terminated or something.
Goodbye.
Y'all cut that camera off. Thank you. Y'all made it real uncomfortable. Now what the heck MatPat done found in this video? I'm too busy talking. What he done found in this video? So now that we don't watch the whole video, we're gonna skip him watching the video. Move.
I'm trying to think. Are those the colors of the tapes from chapter? The dominoes of musicals, yeehaw, Oklahoma style stuff. It is. Oh no! They're pulling out the pointer. That's how you know. That's how you know it's trouble.
That mouth, it threw me off guard.
Sad Huggy. No,
It threw me off guard.
It breaks my heart. Sad Huggy.
Now he said it breaks his heart. Matt is he's so sensitive. I love it. It don't look right. It don't look right, True.
That's amazing.
Rule number 4.
Right, it's so
secrets. I know you'll all want to go and tell all of your friends about the exciting goings on here
Yes,
at Playtime Co.
please.
But you know what's even
In fact, I want to make YouTube videos about them. So if you could tell me those secrets now, that would be nifty.
more exciting? Why are the NDA rules laid out in Section 3, page 42 of your Playtime Co. employee handbook, of course, the breach of which may result in termination.
You get fired from it.
Whoa
Anything.
there, Huggy. Quickly,
man.
before somebody reports you. Rule number 6.
A tape standpoint? Again, not. I'm trying to think. Are those the colors of the tapes from chapter 1?
It
It's
is.
like,
Those
you know, 'cause
are
I
the
know that
exact
they came
tapes.
in different colors at one point to match the VCRs that you're trying to plug them into.
It is.
But I don't remember specifically if that's that. Doesn't seem like it would matter all that much. Also, just realizing right now that it's roughly the same colors of our channels. So maybe that's the lore clue here. You got bright clickbait green. You got the red channel that everyone always forgets about. You got yellow for food theory, and you got blue for style.
I think we should make film theory pink. Like the VHS.
I think we should make GT Live pink,
That is infinitely better.
right? I was gonna say, why would we make film theory pink when we can make GT Live pink?
Yeah. And
Or
like,
Urple.
Or
Pink or Urple.
Oh, maybe we have like a middle ground
Like
that
a.
we call Urple.
Okay, yeah, we go live. Dark evil, just channel as an entity.
Yeah, with a bunch of like other.
The Playtime position right away. Reports of noxious and/or hazardous materials used in the production of our toys are
You
both
saw I'm skipping
entirely
around,
fabricated
right?
and highly exaggerated.
They need to start selling this as a.
I don't know if he gonna find some lore. I don't got to listen. I'm tired. My ADD kicking in. You talking about Huggy Wuggy? He is like, when you see Huggy Wuggy in like, I mean, I've been complaining about Huggy Wuggy's mouth since the beginning. Like, that mouth is definitely something else. And seeing him like this, like as a like a puppet Muppet situation, it's not helping his case at all. Like, Huggy Wuggy is creepy. It's creepy looking, and he looked even worse when he had that upside down frown. When he had that frown, he didn't look no better. Like, not at all. Mom, go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. My eyes are starting to burn. So, which it shouldn't. I really shouldn't be tired because I've been on and off napping today. I don't know if I didn't eat enough. I know I didn't eat a lot today, but I wasn't doing a lot. I was sitting here editing videos and stuff, but that's neither here or there. But I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you, True. Thank you, Zool. And thank you, anybody who did not say anything, but you stopped by. That is cool with me. That is fine with me. Be sure to catch me on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be playing a game called Daydream. I'll be playing a game called Daydream. Kind of reminds me of Little Nightmares, if y'all know about that game. If y'all know about that game. But yeah, so I will see y'all then. Y'all have a good night. Let me go ahead and go over here, because what be happening is, when you know the weird thing, what be happening is, if I like say stop stream on OBS, the stream will continue to go unless I stop it in like the YouTube app. Not app, but right here. I have to stop it in the control room, which is funny to me. Funny to me. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.